What if I told you there's an invisible border on Earth that animals, birds, and even many species of fish almost never cross? No walls, no fences, no barriers, yet for millions of years, nature itself has kept two worlds separated. This mysterious line lies between the Indonesian islands of Bali and Lombok, only about 35 kilometers apart. But despite being so close, the wildlife on each side is surprisingly different. So what is this invisible border, and why does it exist? Let's find out. At first glance, Bali and Lombok look very similar. They are neighboring islands, surrounded by the same ocean. But if you carefully study the animals living there, you'll notice something incredible. The species found on one side are often completely different from those on the other side. Scientists call this boundary the Wallace Line. It was named after a British naturalist called Alfred Russel Wallace. In the mid-1800s, Wallace traveled across Southeast Asia, collecting plants and animals. During his journey, he noticed a strange pattern. The wildlife of Bali looked similar to the animals found across Asia, but on Lombok and the islands farther east, the animals were more closely related to species found in Australia. This discovery puzzled him. How could two islands so close together have such different wildlife? The answer lies deep beneath the ocean. Between Bali and Lombok is a channel of water that remains very deep, even when sea levels drop during ice ages. Thousands and even millions of years ago, many islands in this region were connected by land bridges. Animals could move freely from one place to another, but the deep water between Bali and Lombok never completely disappeared. Because of this, many land animals could not cross from one side to the other. Over time, species evolved separately. Animals on the western side developed alongside Asian wildlife. Meanwhile, animals on the eastern side evolved with Australian species. As millions of years passed, the differences became greater and greater. Now you might be wondering, if it's just a stretch of water, why don't birds simply fly across? Some birds can cross it. However, many species tend to stay within their natural habitats and ecosystems. Over thousands of generations, populations remained largely separated. The same thing happened with many fish and marine species because ocean currents, water temperature, and environmental conditions differed on each side. As a result, nature created two distinct biological regions. The Wallace Line became one of the most important discoveries in the history of biology. It helped scientists understand how geography can shape evolution. It showed that even a relatively small distance can separate entire ecosystems for millions of years. Today, this invisible boundary remains one of the clearest examples of how Earth's history has influenced life on our planet. So the next time someone tells you that borders are only created by humans, remember this: between Bali and Lombok exists an invisible line with no walls, no guards, and no signs. Yet for millions of years, it has divided two different worlds of wildlife. A reminder that sometimes the most powerful barriers are the ones we cannot see. If you enjoyed this mystery, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more fascinating stories from around the world.